Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so I am Ashley Dotson.
I'm Lindsay Thornhill.
I'm Shayna Lay.
And then we also have a group member, Hannah.
I'm Hannah.
Okay.
Hey there.
So we did our presentation over a sensory day that our county done for our fair this year, which is the first time we had ever done this, and it had a great outcome. So we just kind of wanted to share that with everybody. Um, So our community hosted a sensory-friendly day at the fair. This allowed residents with special needs from the county to enjoy the fair without all of the lights and sounds that normally come with the fair.
This picture shows the shirts that they were handing out that day. So during the sensory friendly day at the fair, individuals with special needs were given the opportunity to have the fair experience without sounds and lights. So normally, all the rides are well lit with like neon colors and there's loud music playing. But at this event, or like during this day, there were no lights and no sounds. Many of the individuals with disabilities never got to attend the county fair for a variety of reasons, including sensory issues because of the lights and sounds, and it's really busy. There's a lot of people. So this day allowed the individuals to feel included in the community and attend a popular event. So they were able to eat delicious food, ride fun rides, and play games to win prizes. On the left is a picture of like a typical fair. And you can see all the lights and it's pretty busy. And then you can imagine there would be music. On the right, you can see that the Ferris wheel is not lit up like it normally would be, and there's less people, and you can imagine that there would be no music.
Okay, so the fair that, for this event, there was just residents from the county that were able to attend, any resident in the county that had special needs. Um, they, this was for adults and children. They had physical limitations, like if they couldn't walk through the regular county fair, then they could come to this. Um, just as long as they had a chaperone that could help them throughout the day with whatever they would need, they were like available to come, but there were also volunteers that were there to help if needed. So some of the people that helped this day get started with some of the Grayson County Fair Board members, therapists were involved, different teachers from the county, registered nurses, and nursing students. Okay, so some of the activities that they had were face painting, which is whenever the kids could get, or anybody could get, different things like a cat or a flower, a butterfly, a princess crown, whatever they wanted, just painting on their face just to give them a little fun for the day. They had rides such as a Ferris wheel, the merry-go-round, or there was the big slides and blow-up bouncy houses. And then those were available from 10 to 12. And they had food and drinks that were prepared by the Grayson County Board of Education that did not cost any of the participants anything. And then, like Lindsay had said, they did have these shirts available. And then they had crafts where the kids could make bracelets. And then they had different fidgets for them to play with throughout the day.
So these are pictures of things that would have been in, at the fair that Ashley just talked about. So the top left is the face painting. Then you can see the Ferris wheel. Then there are some of the slides. Then the picture that her mouse is on is the shirt that they did have. There's an example of a craft booth and then the merry-go-round.
Okay, so for this event to happen, there was some successes from it. There was places to unload a wheelchair or other equipment, so they on pavement, so they didn't have to go through the grass. And if a member or an individual needed to be dropped off on the pavement, and they had drivers to park the car once that individual was dropped off with easy access. There was also a lift assistance as well as transportation to and from all rides. The restrooms are handicap accessible for these individuals and have appropriate changing stations. Some challenges for this event could be accommodations for an adult who may need to be placed vertically to be changed can be set up upon request. So they needed to reach out and describe the situation or what they needed to help that individual while using the bathroom if needed. And then individuals who can't eat the food that was provided, that was the only option. They didn't have another option for that individual.
And then the lessons learned. So what we learned is the county took the event that's popular and happens every year and they adapted it. Just like as teachers, we can take lessons and activities and adapt them and scaffold them so that we can include all of our students. All students, including those with disabilities, should be offered the same opportunities to gain a better education. So, for example, individuals with disability were able to experience the fair through this sensory-friendly day, and it gave them the opportunity to attend the same fair, but with modifications and adaptations. And the picture just shows like equality versus equity.
And then some of the quotes that we have found and talked to some of the people that put on the sensory day for the people of the community. Jamie Ferris, which was one of the head people that helped like organize all of this, she said today was a dream come true for a lot of people, including her. And then she said that we want this day to be a day that you talk about for years for the right reasons. We want you there.
And the middle quote is from Kara Atwood. She is a mother. Her daughter has disabilities. And it says, Lizzie loves rides, but standing in line, people bumping into her, waiting, walking, getting on and off a ride is physically just hard. We have attended the Grayson County Fair a few times with Lizzie, maybe twice in the last 14 years. Today, I watched my child ride every ride she wanted to, more than once, enjoy it with her peers. But watching Lizzie when I was done was a true blessing. She fit right in, and for a moment, you almost forgot her struggles. She was just one in the crowd. So these quotes show that it's more than just riding rides or eating food or attending a community event. It's helping individuals with disabilities fit in and be heard by the community and get to experience the same thing that the rest of the community members have the opportunity to.
Yes, and then next, Hannah is going to tell what community she's from and whether they do anything that is like this or not.
So, I'm a little bit down the road from them, probably like 30 minutes, and I'm in Hardin County. So something similar that my community does is, it's called Camp Tessa, and it pairs children and adults who have autism with their similar age peers to participate in social skill building activities. There is certified special education general education teachers that lead the camp activities and provide sports to all campers and peer buddies. Camp Tessa serves students with autism spectrum disorders and utilizes peer buddies from Hardin, LaRue, Hart, and Nelson counties. This camp is a week-long summer day camp in Hardin County. And here's a couple pictures from the camp. So it's just a day camp that they can go to and learn different activities.
And I think that is all we have. Does anybody have any questions?
That was terrific. Really interesting. Thank you for sharing. Yes, we have about 3 minutes left for questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
Were you all able to attend the fair on that day? Did you go and observe or volunteer, or were you able to be there?
I knew about it. I had previous obligations I had to attend that day, so I wasn't able to attend this year. I'm hoping that next year I have the more of an opportunity and an open schedule to be able to attend. But with all of the pictures throughout the community that I've seen and talked to, everybody has seemed to enjoy it, especially the students from the Grayson County schools that were transported from school that day to the sensory day just so they can have that experience that they wouldn't have after school like everybody else.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome that they bring students there as part of the school day to have that experience. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah,
You're welcome. Thank you all.
what a unique thing. Really, really neat event. And then also camp that Hannah described for our Moroccan friends. Camp is something that happens very frequently in the summertime in the US, where parents either for parts of the day or part of a week send their children to a camp, which is usually out in the country. It's adventure and fun and educational at the same time. So it's a something that happens very frequently. It's nice to see that there are camps specifically for individuals with disabilities.
Also, I just wanted to set the scene of a fair for those of you who might not do something like this. It's like ours is in a big open field, and you pull in, you pay for your ticket, and you like park in the grass. And then you just walk to the rides. It's just a big open field, and they're just all set up, and you just walk around. So that's what Shayna was talking about when she was saying, like, pull up to the pavement and get them out so they're not pushing wheelchairs or something, trying to walk through the grass, because it's kind of just a big field, and you just park and then walk. So it is hard for anyone with a disability or any challenges.